There's something about Jeep that just won't fade. While the rest of the Stellantis empire has been struggling in profit charts, Jeep keeps doing what Jeep does best, building vehicles people actually get excited about. It's still the heartbeat of the group, especially here in the US, where the brand's identity is as strong as ever, and they have no plans of slowing down. Here are the 8 new models for 2027, ranked from those worth the wait to those that will turn you into a Jeep fan instantly. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 8. 2027 Gladiator. The pickup truck is bringing a significant redesign that blends modern refinement with the raw, trail-rated character that defines it. Expect more aerodynamic styling with sleeker LED lighting and improved airflow management. While it may look more sophisticated on the road, it won't lose its bold stance or removable doors and roof. The open-air freedom remains a core part of its identity. Under the hood, Jeep is expected to expand the powertrain lineup. The highly anticipated 4xe plug-in hybrid system could finally make its way into the Gladiator. Old-school fans will be happy to hear that the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 is another option. With it, the truck will offer serious muscle and towing power for a mid-size class. The standard V6 should remain, but with refinements for better response and fuel economy. Inside, the cabin will likely see the biggest leap. A larger infotainment display with the latest Uconnect system, enhanced driver assistance tech, improved materials, and better sound insulation are all on the table. Despite all the updates, the 2027 Gladiator will continue to prioritize what makes it unique: solid axles, serious off-road hardware, and unmatched open-air pickup capability. Number 7. 2027 Recon. After what feels like forever, the Recon is finally ready to hit the streets and the trails. Jeep teased it, talked about it, rolled it onto stages. And now the SUV is stepping into the real world as a fully electric trail-rated rig. The Recon is built on Stellantis STLA large platform, riding on a dual-motor setup with standard all-wheel drive. 650 horsepower puts it in proper off-road performance territory. Range lands around 250 miles on a full charge. The 2027 Recon is a beast on the pavement as well, hitting 60 miles per hour from stop in just 3.5 seconds. Jeep is also promising fast charging capability that can take the battery from 20 to 80% in roughly 30 minutes. Recon is an EV, but still a Jeep. Removable doors and a power retractable roof are also there. Trail-rated badge as well, and all other trademark features. Being all-electric is its only downside. If you get lost in the middle of nowhere, you won't find a recharging station. That's why this small beast is just at number 7. Number 6. 2027 Grand Wagoneer. The biggest news for the upcoming season sits under the hood. Jeep is introducing a new REV extended range electric setup for the Grand Wagoneer, pairing a 92 kWh battery with a 3.6-liter V6 that works strictly as a generator. The wheels are driven by electric motors, and total output climbs to a hefty 647 horsepower. In theory, it gives you the best of both worlds: strong electric torque for smooth launches and quiet cruising, plus a gas-powered backup to stretch total range without hunting for chargers on every long trip. For a full-size, body-on-frame SUV that weighs as much as a small cabin, that kind of power should make it feel surprisingly quick. But here's the thing. A lot of buyers in this segment still want something simple and muscular. There's a crowd that would gladly take a naturally aspirated V8 burbling under the hood over a complicated extended-range hybrid system. And then there's the styling. The SUV hasn't changed much visually since it came back to life, and that's starting to show. What once looked bold and upscale now feels familiar. Some buyers call it timeless. Others say it's getting a little boring. Don't get me wrong, new powertrain is exciting. 647 horsepower in a 3-row Jeep is nothing to shrug at. But if the Grand Wagoneer wants to climb higher next time, it'll need more than just a clever drivetrain. For 2027, it's a bold step. We just expect an even bigger one next. Number 5. 2027 Commander. This is one of those moves that just makes sense. In some global markets, you'll know it as the Jeep Meridian. But here, the Commander badge carries a bit more punch. And honestly, it sounds right at home in the lineup. The 2027 Commander slides right between the Compass and the Grand Cherokee. This is a unibody midsize rig, not a body-on-frame bruiser. So expect a smoother ride and better on-road manners. It's built for families who want Jeep styling and light off-road capability, but spend most of their time in traffic. That's the gap Jeep needed to fill. Demand might not explode overnight, but this thing will absolutely find its crowd. Mid-size two-row crossovers are still a sweet spot in the market. Price it smart, likely somewhere just under $40,000, and it becomes a very easy recommendation for growing families who still want a little character in the driveway. Number 4. 2027 Compass. The compact SUV class is the hottest part of the market, and the 2027 Compass can't afford to miss. This is the volume player. For the upcoming season, the crossover rides on a new generation platform, bringing a serious tech upgrade with it. That means better structural rigidity, smarter packaging, and room for multiple powertrains. Jeep is clearly following the direction the industry is heading. Expect traditional gas models, hybrids, plug-ins, and very likely a fully electric variant depending on trim and market. Flexibility is the name of the game here. Inside, the 2027 Compass brings a cleaner layout with a larger central screen and faster software. The outgoing model started to feel dated next to rivals that refresh their interiors every other year. This one needs sharper graphics, better materials, and fewer cheap-feeling touchpoints. For drivers who still care about how a compact SUV actually moves, the Hurricane 4 engine could buy them. That turbocharged unit brings real punch and enough power to make highway merges feel effortless. It won't turn the Compass into a hot hatch, but it finally gives it some personality. Number 3. 2027 Wrangler. Seeing the Wrangler at number 3 raises an eyebrow. This is Jeep's crown jewel, the icon. The reason the brand has the credibility it does. The Jeep Wrangler isn't just another SUV. It's the benchmark for factory-built off-roaders. It's the real deal. For 2027, though, the biggest shift is electrification. Jeep is pushing the Wrangler deeper into the EV world with a fully electric version and an extended range electric option. That's why it is not at number 1. We're not huge EV fans when it comes to something this raw and mechanical. Part of the Wrangler's charm is the rumble, the vibration, the feeling that you're operating a machine. There's also a refined 4xe plug-in hybrid in the mix. That setup already showed it can work. In 2027, expect improved software tuning, which will result in smoother transitions between gas and electric power and better battery efficiency. Number 2. 2027 Comanche. Spy photos have already revealed a compact Jeep crossover deep in testing, clearly production-bound and positioned below the Compass. And that vehicle tells us what's coming next. The same architecture is expected to underpin the 2027 Comanche, a compact pickup that finally gives Jeep an entry into the smaller truck market. Under the bonnet, expect a turbocharged 4-cylinder as the core engine, likely putting down somewhere between 250 and 270 horsepower. And a hybrid is also on the way. But what really separates the Comanche from the crowd is attitude. This won't just be a soft lifestyle truck. Jeep will almost certainly inject some off-road flavor into it. So, utility and efficiency wrapped in something that still looks ready to leave pavement behind. That's the missing ingredient in the compact pickup world. It blends practicality with personality, and that's exactly why it lands at number 2. Number 1. 2027 Grand Cherokee. This one was never going to land anywhere else. The Grand Cherokee is Jeep's backbone of the sales chart. When it moves into a new generation, that's a major event. Expectations are sky high, and that's exactly why it takes the top spot. So, for 2027, we are looking at a full next-gen overhaul. The platform will be updated, likely lighter and more rigid, improving both ride quality and handling. The current Grand Cherokee already strikes a solid balance between comfort and capability, but the next one should feel tighter on the road, quieter at highway speeds, and just more refined overall. Powertrains are where things get quite interesting. The 4xe plug-in hybrid isn't going anywhere. It's too important for Jeep's electrified strategy. Traditional gas engines will likely stick around too, possibly with updated turbocharged options replacing older V6 setups. Unfortunately, no V8 will be available. Jeep has to push harder in the cabin. Bigger screens are a given, but it's more about software and usability. Uconnect needs faster response times, cleaner graphics, and over-the-air updates. Design-wise, don't expect a radical departure. The Grand Cherokee's proportions work, but smaller tweaks on Jeep's trademark fascia are the big thing. So yeah, number 1 was almost automatic. When Jeep's bestseller goes next-gen, everything else kind of orbits around it. If they get this right, and they usually do with this nameplate, the 2027 Grand Cherokee won't just lead the lineup. It'll define it. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time.